My name is Cleo. If you're not new here, hello, welcome back. I will be sharing updates with you with Trulicity because I have been on it for 4 months now. My doctor has upped the milligrams of my medication, and then I wanted to also share what I eat in a day, kind of show you what stayed the same, what's changed, because a lot has changed with the foods I've been eating and trying new things. So let's start with the update. First and foremost, it is currently June 19th. I started this medication at the beginning of February, and I am currently 60 pounds down. It's actually 59, but I hate that it's just right there, so we're just gonna say 60. I had originally started on a 0.75 milligram, and she moved me up to 1.5, and now I'm on 3 milligrams. In the beginning, I had talked about the nausea, the diarrhea, and just feeling horrible. My body has since gotten used to that feeling. I do kind of feel like I'm full all the time, and sometimes I do get nauseous. It's nothing I can't handle. It's not excruciating, you know, I'm not in pain. So even when I take my injections, the only real difference is in the first few days I might be really tired and a little bit nauseous. I can't eat as much as I could during the rest of the week because since, you know, it's the first few days of taking the shot. So I mean, that's really the difference from when I first started taking it. Of course, with a better diet, injections are going to be much easier to take and you're not going to feel that. It was very interesting though, because sometimes there were just straight no foods that I would eat. Like we were going out somewhere and I had something that was greasy, or I had something that was really bad. It was like it triggered it, and it was like, oh hell no, do not eat that again. Not saying you can't have a treat now and again. There's just certain things that it was just like, ooh, no thank you. I will say I did start eating what I call safe foods. I'm the type of person where I'll kind of be adventurous with foods, but if I find something I like, I just stick to that. I will eat it day in and day out. I keep thinking I'll get bored with food, but with this medication, I feel better eating just constant food. For example, I will have my protein shakes in the morning. I would have chicken or a chicken patty for my second meal. I'm still doing the intermittent fasting, by the way. Third meal, it would be something super light, and then dinner is whatever Brittany and I decide. Now, a lot of it was protein based. I was barely eating any carbs, and I would lose between like 10 to 13 pounds like sometimes during the week. Honestly, it wasn't realistic. A lot of my food problems is anxiety based. I would fight, you know, to not cave in to my eating, and I did good some days and sometimes I didn't, and sometimes it triggered my shopping addiction, which is a whole other thing. I went to my doctor and I was like, hey, my anxiety is really bad, and they're like, yeah, it really shows in your blood pressure, so we're gonna put you on sertraline, which is a generic version of Zoloft. Let me tell you, things have gotten exceptionally better. Do I still have my days? Do I still have my cravings? Do I still have my shopping cravings? Of course I do. I'm human, you know. These aren't like fix-all pills. I still have to do the work where I can, which I have been. I'm still gonna have my bad days, but they're definitely not as bad as they were. So the last week of May, the first 3 weeks, I weighed the exact same down to the ounce, did not lose anything. At the end of the 4th week, I had gained 12 pounds, and I was like, I know for a fact I didn't eat like food with that many calories to gain 12 pounds in 7 days. So when that happened, I immediately went back to my safe food. I wasn't eating that much. I was just doing protein, low carb, you know. I was still sneaking things here and there because I essentially did cave into, you know, my food addiction again. And when you dive back into that, it's hard to pull out of it. You've been dealing with a food addiction for how long? You think when you cave in, it'll just, you're fine just like that? No, it's a battle. I am so proud of how far I've come in these last 4 months dealing with this. But you know, it's not gonna go away overnight, and hell, it's probably not gonna go away for a few years, but I'm still gonna work on it. Less than a week from when I weighed, I had a doctor's appointment. So on that day, I was like, I'm gonna weigh. It had been like 3-4 days. I lost 15 pounds. I was like, okay, something's not right. I weighed 3 more times. It basically said the same thing. I go to my doctor and I was telling her I'm a little confused, I don't know what's going on. And she was saying it's very normal for women to fluctuate, especially at my weight, in between different weights because of water weight, hormones, you know, periods and stuff. And as soon as she said that, I was like, that week of the 12 pounds, I was on my period. And then when I lost the weight, I was off my period. So it was most likely water weight and then a little bit of weight I did lose on my own. It really clicked with me how much of an overthinker that I am. This entire diet, I continually would be upset when I would only lose a pound, 3 pounds, 5 pounds a week, because I watch shows like My 600 Pound Life and think, well, they're supposed to be losing like 50, 60 pounds a month, you know, at their weight, and I'm in the ballpark. Why am I not losing that weight? But when I really sat myself down and thought about it, I'm like, these are people who are on very low calorie temporary diets to get on surgery. You're learning food all over again so you can build a better lifestyle. It's gonna be very different and it's gonna be very slow. And one thing I continually have to tell myself, I'm not gonna lose this weight in a few months. It's just not gonna melt off like that. This week I only lost 3 pounds, you know, and I was good with that. As I'm becoming healthier, as I'm learning about myself and learning how to love myself, I'm learning how to not be so hard on myself. So this morning, what I usually do, I eat light in the morning, I have a heavier second lunch, third I have a snack, and then fourth is for dinner. And usually that's when I eat a little bit more because it's Brittany and I eating together. So for this morning, I have my handy dandy own protein shake. I just stick with the chocolate one. I've tried the vanilla, I don't like it. And the funny thing is, I'm not a huge fan of chocolate, but this is my favorite one. I usually get the Walmart Equate, but they just haven't had them lately, so we get the one that's a little bit more expensive, unfortunately. She bought bananas, so I freaking love bananas. Bananas and grapes are my favorite fruit. So this is going to be breakfast. I'm gonna eat this, get to work, and then I will see you guys at second meal. I don't know why every time I'm in the kitchen I'm orange. I really wanted a bagel chicken sandwich, but the bagels that we have are like 220 calories per thing, and this past weekend I have eaten like shit and it made me feel like shit. So today's Monday, I was like, I'm starting fresh and I've done good so far. I haven't had a snack in between. We're still gonna stay on the healthy boat, so what I'm gonna have is my tried and true grilled patties. I'm gonna do 2 of those. I'm gonna do a crap ton of broccoli. I think I have some Cajun seasoning in here too. And then I'm gonna have a few of these. I found this at HEB. By the way, I went into HEB by myself for the first time. That was the first store I went into by myself in over a year. So milestone there. Let me go ahead and cook this and then we'll go have lunch. We are on to meal number 3, and I do meal because we are just gonna have a little bit of fruit because I am still full from lunch. I found this at HEB. I've never had this before and I'm so excited. I was looking for half a watermelon because I love just taking a spoon and anyways, they had yellow watermelon. I have never had yellow watermelon before, so I'm excited. Ooh, oh God, I love the smell of watermelon. It just tastes like watermelon, but it's so good. So I don't know if we're just gonna order in or cook, but I will bring you along to fourth meal to see what we do. So I'm craving a little snack and I have a small sweet tooth. So I'm gonna have a little bit of ice cream. I'm gonna put it in this little bowl. And yes, I have a fork. Don't judge me. Well, hello. Just a little update. I didn't have fourth meal. I'm not hungry, but I have this feeling of like I should eat and I need to eat. And it's that feeling I had when I was dealing with my food issues. Not gonna lie, the voice is a little bit loud right now, but we're not gonna listen to it because we technically had our 4 meals a day. You know, I had that ice cream around 6 o'clock. So, you know, I'm not actually hungry. I'm not feeling hunger. So you know what? We had our little treat to finish off the night. There's a whole journey into this. I'm starting to learn a lot about myself. I'm starting to learn a lot about loving myself. I'm learning how that plays into my weight loss. There's so many factors into where I ended up now and just untangling everything to get me back into a better state of mind. I try to mix it up here and there, you know, as I've said a million times before, this is a lifestyle for me. This is something realistic. I have to continually eat and drink and just overall just have a healthier lifestyle. So, you know, if you have any recommendations, if you've made switches, if you've lost a bunch of weight and you found things that work for you, I am all ears. So please share, comment down below, DM me on Instagram. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. If you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And while you're down there, become another hanger in our closet. That has not been my outro for a very long time. If you did like my video, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you here. That is it for me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.